This is it. We have solved the community puzzle, or at least to some degree. We've figured out exactly what we need to do as a community to figure out what's going on here. As you can see there, when I've completed the puzzle, I can go up to the water reveals here after I've done the 27 puzzles. And if you haven't seen the video on that, the link will be down below. We already have that solved for everyone, so that way you can get caught up with everyone. Then once you get here, it'll say the water reveals, and it will give you a certain frequency, okay? Once it gives you the frequency, it's also going to give you, right there, we have number 3300. It gives you all these different chess pieces around the board here. This is a gigantic jigsaw puzzle. We have solved this now because we were able to piece together all the different screenshots that you shared with my Twitter. Twitter.com/lucky10p. Okay, so here we go. We got this. We'll pull up the screenshot here. If we go over to this right now, good. So number 581, this is how we figured out what we need to do. Number 581 had all of the rooks on the left side, as you can see here. And then we went number 3388, had rooks on the left side. Went to number 2843, rooks on the left side. So I started to see a correlation that there's a lot of rooks. What this is like when you open up a jigsaw puzzle, how there's pieces that are shaped like a perfect side on one side. That's that side of the jigsaw puzzle, right? So just how big of a jigsaw puzzle is this? Well, it's 64 screenshots long by 64 screenshots tall. So 4,096 screenshots. We're going to have to compile this together using this chess puzzle form that we have here. As you can see here, we've got the documents for raid secrets. If you want to, you can add that and you can submit your screenshots so that way we can piece it all together. How do we know this though? How are you so certain of this, Lucky, right? So with just this sample of screenshots that I got on Twitter alone, we had about 100. I sifted through each and every one of them, and I was able to find a very, very interesting piece. So big shout out to the person that sent me this one. Number 2692, as you can see, has rooks going all the way up the left side and all the way across the top. So this would effectively be like a corner piece in a jigsaw puzzle. Once we were able to figure this out, the way we needed to correlate this together was by the bottom row has to match with another all rook piece on the left side, or the top row would have to match with the right side here. So we sifted through all the other screenshots that I had here, and thankfully one of the awesome viewers of the live stream was able to point out that number 2604 matched perfectly with number 2692. So we'll pull up the screenshot here. So if you piece these two together, you'll notice that the symbols match up perfectly, meaning that number 2692 is in fact the top left corner piece. All right, that is in fact the top left corner piece of this massive 4,096 jigsaw puzzle. At least that's what we're assuming, 64 by 64. And the number 2604 is the piece below it. So this puzzle is going to look like this, but it's going to be, zoomed out 100 times more than this even. It's going to be massive. It's going to take a while to get this all figured out, right? It's going to take raid secrets and people compiling this for a good while, if we are in fact correct in this, which I think we are because the evidence would seem to support it. So you can see the correlation between the two symbols there. These are two completely different screenshots, all right? And they have two different configurations, but they match up perfectly. Now, when you took the other screenshot, as we can zoom over to the right here, you'll notice that these do not match up on the left with the symbols on the right here. And that's because this is a piece on the puzzle where this is a top piece, but it's not the one that's right next to it yet, right? So it's not the exact one that's going to be next to it. This is going to be further down the puzzle, right? This is going to be somewhere fitting in this giant puzzle piece, but it's just not in this exact spot. It's not here right next to it. So that's how we know so far. That's what we figured out, a gigantic 4,000 piece jigsaw puzzle. In fact, when you go to the water reveals and you actually interact with it like I've just done, you'll notice that it gives you a frequency, and I believe the highest frequency that has been found yet to date is in the 4,000s. So I think that also confirms that the highest number is going to be 4,096. It's going to be a 64 by 64 piece puzzle. Once we have that gigantic image together, we will then know exactly which pieces we need to place in which components. So we'll stand on the bishop and we'll shoot bishops in the proper spot, and we'll stand on the queens and shoot the queens in the proper spot. And then we'll go up here and we'll interact with this, which is to offer your answer. And we'll know the exact correct offer after we've compiled this massive image together. So a huge credit to the community for putting this together. And obviously Raid Secrets is going to have to finish this and compile all this information to figure out exactly how this jigsaw puzzle works, and what it means once we have all the images together all in one concise place. Okay, that's where we're at right now. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. We will keep you updated on everything, so make sure you're following here on YouTube, on Twitter, and everywhere else. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.